The importance of birth control and family planning. Birth control and family planning are fundamental aspects of reproductive health and family well-being. The ability to control when and how to have children has a profound impact on individuals, families, and societies as a whole. This comprehensive guide aims to provide you with a detailed understanding of the various methods of birth control and family planning, their benefits and risks, and how to make informed choices about your reproductive health. Historical perspective. The concept of birth control and family planning has a long history, dating back to ancient civilizations. Throughout the centuries, humans have devised various methods, some more effective than others, to regulate fertility. Understanding the historical context of birth control can shed light on the progress made in this field and the challenges that still exist today. Chapter 2. Methods of birth control. There are numerous methods of birth control available today, each with its own set of advantages and disadvantages. In this chapter, we will explore the primary categories of birth control methods. Barrier methods. These methods physically block sperm from reaching the egg. Hormonal methods. These methods use hormones to prevent pregnancy. Intrauterine devices (IUDs), small devices inserted into the uterus to prevent pregnancy. Sterilization. Permanent methods of contraception. Natural methods. Methods that rely on tracking fertility and timing intercourse. Emergency contraception. Methods used after unprotected intercourse to prevent pregnancy. Chapter 3. Barrier methods. Barrier methods of birth control are among the oldest and most widely used methods. They work by physically blocking sperm from reaching the egg. In this chapter, we will discuss the following barrier methods. Condoms. Male and female condoms, their types, and effectiveness. Diaphragms. How diaphragms work, fitting, and usage. Cervical caps. A close look at cervical caps. Spermicides. Products that immobilize sperm. Chapter 4. Hormonal methods. Hormonal methods of birth control use synthetic hormones to regulate a woman's menstrual cycle and prevent pregnancy. These methods are highly effective when used correctly. In this chapter, we will delve into the following hormonal methods. Oral contraceptives, the pill types of birth control pills, how they work, and their side effects. Injectable contraceptives. Birth control shots and their effectiveness. Birth control patch. How the patch works and its benefits. Birth control implants. Subdermal implants as a long-term contraceptive option. Birth control rings. Vaginal contraceptive rings and their usage. Chapter 5. Intrauterine devices (IUDs). Intrauterine devices (IUDs) are small, T-shaped devices inserted into the uterus to prevent pregnancy. They are highly effective and have gained popularity in recent years. This chapter covers the types of IUDs, how they work, and their advantages and disadvantages. Chapter 6. Sterilization. Sterilization is a permanent method of contraception for individuals or couples who have decided not to have more children. In this chapter, we discuss the two primary forms of sterilization. Tubal ligation. Female sterilization through the blocking or sealing of the fallopian tubes. Vasectomy. Male sterilization by cutting or sealing the vas deferens. We also explore the possibilities of reversal procedures for those who may change their minds in the future. Chapter 7. Natural methods. Natural methods of birth control rely on understanding a woman's menstrual cycle and timing intercourse to avoid fertile periods. In this chapter, we examine the following natural methods. Fertility awareness-based methods. Tracking fertility signs and calendar-based methods. Withdrawal method. The withdrawal or pull-out method and its effectiveness. Breastfeeding as birth control. How breastfeeding can act as a form of contraception. Chapter 8. Emergency contraception. Emergency contraception, also known as the morning after pill, is used after unprotected intercourse to prevent pregnancy. This chapter explores the different types of emergency contraception, how they work, and when to use them. Additionally, we discuss the use of a copper IUD as an emergency contraceptive option. Chapter 9. Choosing the right birth control method. Selecting the most suitable birth control method is a highly personal decision. In this chapter, we discuss the factors that individuals and couples should consider when choosing a method, including considerations for women, health, lifestyle, and personal preferences. Considerations for men, involvement in contraception decisions. Couples decision-making. jointly choosing the right method for both partners. Chapter 10. Family Planning. Family planning involves making informed decisions about when to have children and how many to have. This chapter covers various aspects of family planning, including planning for pregnancy, preparing for a healthy pregnancy, planning the number of children, deciding on family size and spacing, infertility and assisted reproductive technologies, exploring options for couples facing fertility challenges. Chapter 11. The importance of education and access. Access to education and birth control is crucial for informed decision-making in reproductive health. In this chapter, we examine the role of sex education, comprehensive sex education programs, access to birth control, the importance of easy access to contraception. Chapter 12. Cultural and religious perspectives. Birth control practices are influenced by cultural and religious beliefs. This chapter explores birth control in different cultures, how birth control is viewed and practiced around the world, religious views on birth control, perspectives from various faiths on contraception. Chapter 13. Risks and side effects. No birth control method is entirely risk-free. In this chapter, we delve into common side effects associated with different birth control methods, health risks, potential health risks and complications, long-term effects, considerations for long-term contraceptive use. Chapter 14. Myths and misconceptions. There are many myths and misconceptions surrounding birth control. In this chapter, we debunk common myths to provide accurate information and promote informed decision-making. Chapter 15. Effectiveness and failure rates. Understanding the effectiveness of birth control methods is essential for making informed choices. This chapter provides detailed information on success and failure rates for various contraceptive methods. Chapter 16. Managing side effects. Managing side effects is an important aspect of birth control. In this chapter, we discuss dealing with side effects, tips for managing and coping with side effects, when to consult a healthcare provider, knowing when to seek medical advice. Chapter 17. Special considerations. Certain groups have specific considerations when it comes to birth control. In this chapter, we address the needs of birth control for teens, options and considerations for adolescents, birth control for women over 40, contraception choices for older women, birth control and medical conditions, managing contraception with underlying health conditions. Chapter 18. Birth control and STI prevention. While birth control primarily prevents pregnancy, it can also play a role in preventing sexually transmitted infections, STIs. This chapter explores the role of condoms, how condoms provide dual protection, STI prevention strategies, additional strategies for reducing STI risk. Chapter 19. Future developments in birth control. The field of birth control is continually evolving, with new technologies and methods in development. In this chapter, we look at some of the potential future developments in contraception. Chapter 20. Conclusion. In the concluding chapter, we reflect on the role of birth control and family planning in society. We emphasize the importance of informed decision-making and empowerment for individuals and couples in managing their reproductive health. Chapter 21. Resources and further reading. To empower readers with additional information and resources, this chapter provides a list of recommended books, websites, and organizations related to birth control and family planning. This comprehensive guide aims to serve as a valuable resource for anyone seeking information about birth control, family planning, and reproductive health. It is essential to make informed choices and take control of one's reproductive future, and this guide provides the knowledge and guidance to do so effectively.